Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Saban. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Today, we're going to be talking about that damn Scottie Pippen. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let us just get into this topic here. What in the hell is going on with Scottie Pippen? Do y'all know we just recently produced a show that did fairly well on the channel? That was centered on the news that there was going to be this new tour called the No Bull Tour. This tour was going to be comprised of players like Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, and others going on this tour to talk about what really happened in the Last Dance and to really give you guys the full picture of the dynastic Chicago Bulls in their heyday. A lot of us were like, what the hell is going on? Because you know that there's no reason they would be doing any of this. Like, you know Michael Jordan is going to be mentioned, and you know that there's going to be a lot of disparaging, negative comments about Jordan. Almost everyone, when they heard that news, they 100% disagree with Scottie and what these guys were doing. Fantastic. The thing has been ongoing. Then what happens? This morning, I'm doing some research here, and I come across an article from fadeawayworld.net with the following headline. Scottie Pippen says Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And I damn near just closed my computer screen. I'm like, what are we even doing these days? Ain't this the same Scottie Pippen going on a world tour? Talking about the No Bull Tour? And now they're talking about Michael Jordan's the greatest. But before I even get into this madness, because no one can predict anything. And speaking of predictions, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select two or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting two entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And once again, once you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Let me get into this article. It says, in an appearance on the Today Show Australia, NBA legend Scottie Pippen gave an interesting response when asked if Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever. Without hesitation, he named Michael Jordan as the GOAT, contradicting his earlier statements and affirming that his former teammate is better than LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, or any other superstar. Oh, for sure, said Pippen. You look at the MVPs he was able to achieve, but I think it was all about from us being successful as a team. Obviously, someone's going to bring those accolades, but he was the greatest player in basketball. As a matter of fact, I'm in total amazement. Because I didn't even know there was an audio of Scottie Pippen saying this. What we want to do is we actually want to play the audio of Scottie Pippen speaking English, and then want to come back and continue. Take a quick listen to what Scottie had to say here.
But Scottie, you made history, right? I mean, the 2 Olympic gold dream team, the 6 NBA championships. Like, there must have been a time for you when you kind of sat back and went, wow, have I actually achieved all of this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more so after I retired that I had a real good moment to kind of collect my whole career, not just from a professional standpoint, but, you know, when I started as a kid, basketball has been a journey for me, and to be able to go through it and kind of live your dream out. It was pretty special.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it wasn't so easy for you in those early days.
No, it wasn't. But I think that's anything in life, that if it's come easy for you, then it's not worth trying. And as you know, basketball didn't come that easy for me. I worked very hard to get a scholarship, and after that I had to continue to work to impress a lot of GMs about my style of play and how I could be an impact in the world's greatest game, and I was able to do that.
Do you know, I lived and breathed the Chicago
Oh, who
Bulls
didn't?
in real time, right? And then The Last Dance brought it all back. What was it like for you to watch that incredible documentary series?
I thought it was special. I thought it was a special moment for us to really relive some of the greatest time in basketball history, and more so have an opportunity to see what team basketball was like. And I think during the pandemic, everyone sitting home, it was more like an educational tool to let people see how great the game can be if it's played the right way, and if there's sharing of the basketball. There's unlimited things that you can achieve in a game of basketball, and we were able to win 6 titles over a decade, and that's a pretty high accomplishment.
People hate comparisons, and especially over different eras. But from where you were standing and playing, was Michael the best or the greatest ever?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you look at the MVPs that he was able to achieve, but I think it was all brought from us being successful as a team. Obviously, someone is going to bring those accolades home, but yeah, he was the greatest player, definitely in basketball.
I started getting so upset when they started kind of leaving you out during that doco series, because you always came across to me as just a hard-working dude, immensely talented, but just so affable. And when the management started messing around, it was like awful.
Yeah, it was to some degree, but I think at that point they were sort of ready to move on from that group nucleus of players. And I think as professionals, we've seen that happen year in and year out, where owners decide to go in a different direction, and as a player, you're prepared for it. Guys get traded every day, so it was kind of tough for us to have to leave that championship nucleus, but we had to pick up and move on.
So you heard him from himself. Folks, what's going on in the world today? What's going on? We got an election coming up in the United States. We got crazy things happening all over the world. And we got Scottie Pippen talking about Michael Jordan. Once again, Scottie Pippen is now saying that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. We recently played an audio of Scottie less than a week ago talking about Michael Jordan and was a horrible basketball player, and now he the GOAT. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, for Scottie Pippen to now be saying that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and prior he was saying LeBron is the GOAT, what new information came out to make you think, oh, you know what, Jordan is actually the GOAT? What did Jordan do? Did he win another championship? What are we doing here? What is going on here? Where are we heading with all of this? I am truly perplexed at what's going on here. Now y'all gonna try to kiss and make up? Well, there's a problem, because according to all reports, Charles Oakley, Stephen A. Smith, and other voices, this bridge has been burned down to the ground for all of the crazy stuff that Scottie Pippen was saying, and then being a part of the No Bull tour, and then just to turn around and say this is the greatest. Do y'all think Scottie Pippen is trolling Michael Jordan? Seriously. Do you think Scottie Pippen is using Michael Jordan? I don't even understand what's going on. Maybe some people say, well, according to the news that we heard about his former ex-wife and Jordan's son separated, maybe that could play the role. Who knows what's happening anymore with this story? Who knows? The sad part is we didn't need Scottie to tell us that Michael Jordan was the GOAT, because almost everybody believes that. The good majority of people believe this. Of course, you have some others out there that will say it's Will Chamberlain. You have some others out there that maybe say it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You have others out there that will probably say, who else is Bill Russell? And then you have a few sprinkled in around the place that will say it's LeBron James. Few people sprinkled, a few people over here, over there. I'm talking about just journalists, some writers and all that. No one in reality, few people. But the majority of us believe that Jordan's the GOAT. So him saying all of this, I'm like, yeah, we already knew this. And if you know this now, why didn't you know it before? I don't even know. What's Scottie Pippen getting ready to sell? Socks? Last time he was trying to sell a liquor. Then he was trying to sell a book. What's next? Socks? Huh? What are we selling next? Hair gel? Combs? Like, what are we doing? Ties? I don't even know what to say, man. Scottie continues to amaze me. He really does. He really, really continues to amaze me. I don't think these comments are going to sway MJ in any particular way. I don't think Michael Jordan is going to hear these comments if he ever, excuse me, if he ever gets a whiff of them and turn around and say, oh, well, hey, looks like I got my old buddy back. I don't think any of those things are going to happen. I think Scottie has said way too many egregious things in the past for any of this to matter at this point, and it's a damn shame. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.